Buenos tardes, Will Vlog viewers. You just got done watching, or maybe you didn't just get done, but hopefully you saw my video on my trip to Tayrona, which we're at right now. I wanted to give a little advice, so a little how-to video when you get to Tayrona, because a lot of people will get to Tayrona and they want to sleep in the hammocks that we slept in, and they're called the viewpoint hammocks, but there's not a lot of information on how to get them except for maybe leave early. So if you don't want to sleep in all of these tents and you want to sleep out there on that rock, then you need to listen to this advice. First, when you leave Santa Marta, assuming you're coming from there, don't take the bus like everybody else tells you to do. Yes, it's 7,000 kop, but for 10,000 kop, you can take a taxi, and usually they'll pick up a couple other people along the way. You'll get here much quicker because taxi drivers in Colombia drive like madmen. The second tip, which is also part of the first tip, is you need to leave early. So the park opens at 8. I would recommend leaving no later than 7, especially if you're gonna take the bus. You'll get here a little before 8, but you'll have to wait in line, no problem. And that's about a 2-hour hike into Tayrona. As soon as you get to Tayrona, there's gonna be a reception on your right, which looks like this. When you get there, you want to ask them for a viewpoint hammock. If you speak Spanish, that's an added perk. Basically, you want to say, can I get a viewpoint hammock? There's only 16 hammocks up there, so if they're completely booked, they're completely booked. But if you've got here early enough, checkout's at 11 o'clock. And so unless somebody has booked it for a second night, you're good to go. You want to make sure you get your name put down on a list though. We were traveling with we weren't traveling with them, but we met 2 other girls on our crazy taxi ride up here. And they didn't put their name on the list when they first got here. The lady just told them to come back at 11 to check in. So only one of them got a hammock up at the viewpoint. The other one got a hammock over here, which is fine, but really, if you're coming to Tayrona, you want to sleep in the hammocks up on the rock. So, a recap of the tips to get a hammock at the viewpoint, aka the rock, at Tayrona. 1, leave Santa Marta early, or wherever you're at early. 2, don't take the bus, or if you do take the bus, take one of the 6 a.m., the early buses. But I would recommend a taxi. That's what we did. He drove crazy. There was a traffic jam. He bypassed it, broke a bunch of traffic laws, or at least what I presume to be traffic laws, and got us here very quickly. 3, when you get inside the gate, just book it. It's 2 hours. Go fast. You don't have to run, but go fast. 3, was that 3 or 4? Whatever number we're on, 3 or 4. When you get to the reception, ask for a viewpoint hammock and put your name down on the list. Then at 11 o'clock, you can come back, pay the 30,000 cope, which is about $10 American, get one of these wristbands, and you're living the hammock life. Those are my suggestions. Hopefully they help you out, because we were a little bit confused and unsure if we were gonna be able to get one since you can't book them anywhere else. So fortunately we got one. It was awesome. It was an amazing night. That's gonna do it. There's your tips on getting a hammock in Tayrona.